Bruce Lee was instructing when Bob Wall, a karate black belt, bet he could land the first blow and then. Bruce Lee was teaching when karate black belt Bob Wall bet he could land the first blow. The dojo was silent except for the rhythmic sound of students breathing and the rustle of Bruce Lee's GI as he demonstrated a Jeet Kune Do sequence. His movements were fluid, almost hypnotic, each gesture calculated, each deviation a lesson. Among the onlookers, Bob Wall, a karate black belt known for his brute strength and quick temper, crossed his arms with a defiant smile. "Sifu," said Wall, interrupting the demonstration, "I bet I can land the first blow." "Just one." "Then you do whatever you want." The students exchanged nervous glances. Bruce stopped, his fingers still slightly flexed, as if the energy from the movement hadn't completely dissipated. He tilted his head, studying Wall with that penetrating gaze that seemed to see beyond the surface. "Do you want to test the speed?" Bruce asked, his voice calm, almost amused. "Or do you want to prove something to yourself?" Wall laughed, a short, humorless sound. "Both." Bruce nodded, as if the answer was exactly what he expected. Without warning, he took a step back, assuming a neutral stance, arms hanging loosely at his sides. Wall wasted no time. In a blur, he threw a gyakuzuki, a straight punch with his backhand, powerful enough to knock down an ordinary man. But Bruce was no longer there. The blow passed inches from his face, and before Wall could react, Bruce spun his body, dodging it with a slight tilt of his hip. His left hand intercepted Wall's arm in a quick pack saw, redirecting the force of the punch to the side. In the same movement, Bruce delivered a precise finger jab, not to Wall's face, but to the point between his collarbones, enough to unbalance him, but not to hurt. Wall staggered, eyes wide. He tried to recover, throwing a low kick, but Bruce had already backed away, using the distance to analyze. Wall advanced again, this time with a series of combined strikes, punches, elbows, a spinning kick. Bruce dodged each one with economical movements, as if dancing between the shadows of the attacks. For each of Wall's attempts, Bruce responded with a minimal counterattack, a palm strike to the solar plexus, an elbow strike to the shoulder, a low kick behind Wall's knee. The entire dojo held its breath. Wall was panting, sweat running down his face, his blows losing precision. He tried one last desperate attack, a Uramawashi Jerry, a reverse spinning kick, but Bruce simply ducked, letting the blow sail over his head. When Wall finished the spin, off balance, Bruce was behind him. With a smooth movement, Bruce grabbed Wall's arm and applied a subtle shoulder lock, forcing him to his knees. There was no unnecessary violence, just control. "The first blow isn't about strength," Bruce said, releasing him. "It's about perception. You saw the attack, but you didn't see the space between the attacks. And that's where the fight is decided." Wall stood up, rubbing his shoulder. For a moment, it looked like he was going to explode. His expression was one of anger, of humiliation. But then, something changed. He took a deep breath, his clenched fists relaxing. I understand," he murmured. Bruce smiled, not with triumph, but with satisfaction. "Good. Because the real fight is not against each other. It's against the illusion that you need to win." Wall nodded, and for once, there was no challenge in his eyes. Just respect. The dojo remained silent for a few more seconds, until Bruce clapped once, turning his attention to the other students. "Let's continue. The next exercise is about interception. Who wants to be first?" And so, the lesson ended. Not with a crushing victory, but with the understanding that, in Jeet Kune Do, the real combat begins long before the first strike.